Streaming has been relatively popular for the last few years. We have known of it. We have known of it. Gamers have known of it. People who go to gaming blogs and watch gaming videos and have already been watching streams, we know of it. Streaming has not had a mainstream face for the grandmas and the moms and the dads and everybody else, so that when the kids talk about streaming, they know what it is. They have no way to associate and ground that information, so they don't understand it, so they leave it be. Ninja, whether you like him or not, Tyler Blevins has been named one of Time's 100 most influential people of the year, and people have been talking about him, crediting him for the rise of gaming culture and everything. I don't believe that aspect of it for a second. I don't believe that he has been responsible for the rise of gaming culture whatsoever. Gaming has been popular for a long time. I would argue that the Marvel Cinematic Universe has done more to mainstream geek culture than a streamer has. However, he has become that mainstream face for streaming that has been missing this entire time. When parents don't know how to associate with their kids, when they don't know how to answer their kids, when their kids talk about streaming, when their kids mention Twitch, now parents have an association with that. Now they see pictures of Tyler, of Ninja. I keep calling him Tyler like we know each other. They see pictures of Ninja. They've seen him on Ellen. They've seen him on these other shows. They have more of an understanding about what streaming is now. They're probably not watching streams anytime soon. But now that they understand it, they are probably more likely to allow their kids to become involved in it, whether they stream it themselves or whether they just watch streaming. Say what you will about 12-year-olds watching Fortnite and crowding all over Ninja streams and all these other streams. Say what you will, but those 12-year-olds are the ones that are going to grow up to replace us in this generation, in this hobby. When we get older and we're selling off our video games, they're the ones that are going to grow up and buy it. They are necessary to the future of the hobby. Younger people getting into the hobby are always necessary for the hobby to continue. The reason video games are popular now is because when we were 12-year-old kids, we played video games. The reason our 12-year-olds, our gaming culture is going to survive is because the 12-year-olds now are playing video games now, and they're going to take that forward with them, and they're going to teach it to their kids. The problem with when hobbies die out, it's because slowly but surely they're not teaching it to their kids anymore. We're still at the very beginning of relative beginning of this hobby. We're getting the first generations of people who have been gamers their whole lives who are now getting out of the hobby. So we need to replenish. You don't maintain the forest by chopping down the old trees and not planting new ones. As annoying as these 12-year-old kids are, as annoying as we associate them to be, they are necessary for the future of gaming. And they're necessary for the future of streaming. Ninja, like I said, you like the guy or you don't like the guy, you credit him for a lot or you don't credit him for a lot. He does have a very large hand in spreading streaming to a massive audience that wouldn't normally have ever encountered streaming. And because they don't understand it, they would have kept their kids from it. That's an important thing. That is important. So as a 100 influencer, I didn't exactly read the whole list, but I'd probably put him there. I would probably put him there. I don't know how much he's done to raise awareness of esports. I don't know. And that's only because I'm not familiar with him enough to know. I've watched several streams of him. He is a very charismatic person. He is relatively entertaining to watch. He does his best. He used to be a little more toxic and adult, and he has sort of toned that down. And I think it's because he knows that his audience is comprised of younger people, and I think that he has adjusted to that. And if anything, that needs to be commended. But he does have a lot of positive qualities to him, and his involvement has spread this to other places that would not have it would not have been spread to before. And I think it needs to be appreciated.